That sounds like hate, don't it?
Yeah. It was the delivery. It was the delivery. The
Before you
delivery
wasted
was
your
pure
breath
hate.
to ask. Like, you from Philly? Just wanted to let you know.
But
She's not from there.
I could be.
But you're
It's
not.
actually a good
And
thing
I know
that
you're
you're not
not.
from Philly, because Philly is trash. Like, the people are nice, but the town itself, no, I'm good with it.
And we are here for you. You looking for one of the hottest podcasts out right now? We talk about relationships. We talk about trending topics. We keep it real. We're entertaining. Why listen to something that's not entertaining? You know what I mean? But we are here for you. Save it for the booth, baby. Let's go. Hey, y'all.
What's up, Deuce?
Hey.
Punk in the building. What's going on, man?
Chilling. You already know.
You're
Had
good.
a decent night last night
You
at the
ready?
Urban Trivia joint.
Oh, God. Anyways.
Chills a little
Anyway, don't bring that.
Won the third round. Save it for the booth.
Hold on,
in
so
the building.
hold on. Did we win? Did we win last
the third
night?
round. We won the third round.
Okay, dope.
That shit lit.
It's crazy because we didn't win any of the individual rounds.
No, we wasn't a quick finger ever, but we won the third round
Yeah,
though.
we knew what we was talking
That was kind of lit.
Yep.
Had our name up on the thing.
And then somebody from from the organization or whatever, they followed us on Instagram.
Yeah,
So that was
when
dope.
I went to go get the little cards and we was chopping it up, and I followed him on they. I followed they, and then he went and followed our.
Yeah,
So
dope.
yeah, that's lit.
Dope. Vee Chat, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. You comfy over there?
I'm very comfy.
I'll be in the big red
nice.
chair.
I got my chair back.
They ain't gonna be here next time. Enjoy.
I got
you
two.
got two.
I got
times.
two.
Enjoy
I
it.
got two.
Enjoy it.
She got a couple episodes in her. The throwback chairs. Hey, I ain't gonna.
We ain't making no more deals.
Hey, I ain't gonna throw hate on the throwback chairs because they got us to where we needed to get. You know what I'm saying?
They comfy too. I ain't gonna lie, but
Yeah, we upgraded though, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I like this kind of checking my posture a little more than that.
Yeah. See,
I like to be
the
crisscross applesauce.
the green chairs, I call those my motivation chairs.
Money chairs.
The money, the money, God, it make that sweat, huh? Motivation, baby.
That sounds like a personal problem.
No.
Jessica,
What's up?
how you doing? How you
Hold
feeling?
on, man. I'm doing this,
Oh,
man.
go ahead, dude.
What's wrong with you? We got a new guest. Jessica in the building. What's up?
What's up? How
Jessica
you doing?
Lenai. What's up? What's
I'm
poppin'?
good. How you doing, Ju?
I am great. On here they call me Deuce.
Deuce.
Hey.
Well, I called you Ju. I was
Yeah.
like, I don't know if I should say the whole name.
Oh, do not say my whole name.
It's just
Please
Deuce.
don't.
Just
I'm
Deuce.
sorry.
Don't go back to third grade. Please don't.
What the hell? This thing
Just
keeps falling.
Let it fall. Let it fall. It's not even
It
in the
scared
shot.
the hell out of me.
It's not even in the shot.
It needs to
Okay.
be stop being disrespectful. I dropped my wine.
So I'm gonna start off with the comments. I don't want nobody in my head. I'm gonna start off with the comments. We gonna shout out some comments here. We have some good ones too. Stay lit, remain humble. Vee Chat, you my dog. You keep it 100. But this one, no ma'am. You in timeout. Shout out to you, bro. That's a great. That's a great comment.
Hey, the red chair is the timeout corner, so she in there for you, dog.
Wait, but which comment was that? Like, which clip was that
What did you
from?
say?
This was on episode 51. Rebounds hit hard. Yep, I'll show you later. What we got? Terrence Gray, y'all keep going. We going to the top with it. Appreciate you. What else we got? Punk was trying to set himself up something crazy. Lamont Mitchell, we appreciate you. Thank you. You were saying something. You probably was saying something nuts. Last one here. We ain't gonna go too crazy with it. East Side 909. I hope that's the East Side of Chicago. East Side 909. Hey, you went crazy on the comments. You commented about 10 times. So I appreciate you. I can't say what you said, but I appreciate you. You know, y'all be getting wild in the comments, but thanks for showing the love. All right, let's get to the show here. Y'all want to talk about y'all day? Or y'all want to get right into it?
I'm ready to get right into it.
I know you are. You are. All right, so Punk,
What up?
your wife want to go on a 29-day
No.
girls trip.
No.
Damn.
Nah, ain't happening.
Is
Sorry.
this fair or foul?
This bullshit.
Oh man, why we gotta cuss so early?
Oh,
It's okay. I
It's
edit it
BS.
out.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Go crazy. I edit it out.
I ain't going.
Is this even reasonable? Like, what's
No.
going on? What?
No. It's not even. Who thought is that? I want to be gone from you for a month. What?
That's a long time.
A real long time. Nah.
Too long.
Vee Chat?
People fall in love shorter than that. You talking about you finna be gone for a month. Yeah, all right.
So basically, she gone 29 days. You finna fall in love with somebody else.
I didn't say that, or she falling in love with somebody else. Cause what you doing for 29 days?
She's enjoying her life
Oh,
Yeah, with the girls, right?
with the girls, or just
Yeah.
not just only with the girls. What if she goes on a 29-day vacation by herself?
It said a girls trip.
It did say a girls trip.
Definitely ain't going.
It
That
did
just
say
mean
a girls
you-
trip, but I'm saying like,
That
what if
just
she's
mean
going
you
out?
just want a month away from me? It's
Yeah.
still a problem.
Yeah,
Let's go there with it.
It's
Let's
still
let's
a
go there.
problem.
Hold on. Let's go there with it. 29-day self vacation.
It's a problem.
Why? Why? Can you
She
expound?
backpacking
You
from
need
Europe
a
or
month
something?
away from me. People
Maybe
fall
she's
in love
backpacking
and like.
from
sometimes people need space.
Yeah, that's a whole
That's
lot
a
of
lot of
space.
space.
You
That's
might
a
as
lot
well
of
hire you another apartment to go live in too.
I don't find
we
nothing
might as
wrong
well
with
visit
that.
on weekends.
The only reason, the only
ain't
way
my
I would
wife.
even want to get married, or if the
Ain't
only
they
way I
married?
could get married
Ain't
is
they
like
married?
if I lived.
Yeah, they married.
They're married, so we talking
separately
about
from
husband and
somebody.
wife.
Yeah,
That's the only way you could do it.
I cannot live in the same place with somebody. I've been living with.
You don't
want
want to get married?
No, I don't.
Oh, that's smart.
That's very smart.
I don't want to get married. It's
very smart.
Hold on. We're trying to save relationships.
Right.
Really?
So it ain't no
Relationship.
point.
Well,
wait a minute,
It
wait
ain't
a
no
minute. What's
point in
wrong-
getting in nothing with
what's
some
wrong
dude
with-
and then y'all ain't gonna live together, be living in separate
What's
houses,
wrong with
living
being
separate
married
lives.
and reaping the benefits of being married and like just living separately? Like I can live across the street or in the next building over. I don't know. I just don't want.
One of the benefits of being married is combined expenses, where we're not paying for two houses because we're one now. When we got married, so why are we doing that?
One could be an investment property.
But it can't if you living in it. If y'all both living in
If
separate
times
properties.
get hard, if
now
times
we ain't
get
talking
hard,
about times
I
hard.
would definitely move back in with my husband. But if I got
That's
Yo,
gotta
my-
get hard.
Like I
times
said,
get hard, we gotta be like on good times level for me to be like, yeah, baby, let's go
it's
ahead
a
and
good
live
thing you
together.
don't want to get married.
God.
Don't want to get married. Thank
Yes.
God I don't want to
Yes.
get married. The men out here are trash.
Yeah.
Oh, she done saw the clips. God darn it.
Men that want to
She
live
coming
with
in
their
hot.
wives.
No,
y'all are
not
trash.
men that want to
Y'all-
live
y'all
with
are
their wives.
trash.
Men-
You're trash,
men are
Paul.
trash.
I'm trash.
All of
I'm
them are
okay.
trash.
I'm okay with being trash
That's
in that
cool.
sense because me and my wife not living in separate houses. Just ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Woo.
Yeah.
I've heard that before though. I've definitely seen
I'm an
that. and heard
advocate
that
for
before.
That people that
having-
married couples live in separate houses. I've seen that before. Like my aunt was married to her husband for like 40 something years, and he lived clear across the country. He lived in California. She lived in Chicago.
And they was still committed to each other.
Yep,
Right.
they were.
You ain't buying it.
I don't know. I'm living
often
in a
were they
whole nother.
seeing each other?
Right, like
How often were they seeing each other?
All
Like
the holidays, he would come in and fly.
just the holidays?
Listen,
Hey, them
just the
come around
holidays.
like clockwork though. don't they?
Just the holidays, a birthday, everything. He never missed a birthday, never missed a holiday. Was
your
always
auntie
with
ain't
her.
have another guy.
No, why would she
And your
have another
uncle ain't
man?
Cause you only got one on holidays.
Well, I think that's kind of
Facts.
selfish.
What's selfish? Selfish.
It's selfish. Like if I love somebody and I'm committed to somebody, I'm in love and I'm committed to that person. Just a physical need is not gonna like distract me from my relationship.
I ain't say nothing physical.
I think being in love with somebody and wanting you want to
What is
be
the
with
point
them.
of
You want to be
another
around
person?
them.
Because you get
Hold on,
companionship
Vee Chat-
on a daily
Well,
basis.
look, if we're not, you don't need to be with me then. I don't want to be around.
Huh?
So
I'm
you can't have
No,
this
no.
regular personal interaction with
No,
a person
I like to be alone.
and that's why it's good for you not to want to get married.
Hell
That's
yes, I don't want no shit in my house.
Okay. Y'all hear that? Don't do
I'm
it.
probably going to get my chair up next week.
Don't
my
do
chair
it.
up because, baby, they finna eat you alive on TikTok.
You talking about me?
Vee Chat.
I don't give a mother.
I know
Thank you.
that's good. You don't care, but I'm just saying, like,
None
that's
of us
good.
do.
Yeah.
Eat me,
Hey.
I
darling.
like it.
Hey, none of us could. Woo woo. Vee Chat, was you gonna elaborate on your point?
I don't know what that
No.
I don't know what I was saying. No more. Oh, I think I was talking. If you're in love with somebody and you're like committed to a person, you want to see them. Like there's a need,
sure.
there's an urge to want to be around this person, to see them more than just on holidays and birthdays. Now, as a married woman, I am an advocate for having a small amount of time for yourself, both husband and wife, because sometimes you just need to sit back. You need to regroup.
29
to chill.
days too
Not
many.
No. I'm thinking maybe overnight, not like 29 days. Not, but 29 days is excessive, and the whole group girls trip like as
What
much as
about a
I love my
self-vacation?
I
friends.
think it depends.
What
on
about a
what
self-vacation?
you're doing and where you're going.
29 days. I don't want to be by myself for 29 days. I like companionship. I like to be around people. I like to talk. So 29 days by myself would be a lot for me.
Really?
A long time away.
A long time away, like from your partner, will be too much for
Absolutely.
you.
As much as he get on my nerves, 29 days away from my husband, I would go crazy. As much as he get on my nerves, yeah. That's a long. That's a lot.
I mean, it's not like you're not talking to him on the phone. It's not like you're not communicating.
This ain't
Yeah, but
grammar
sometimes I wanna see his
school.
face.
Like that's what I
wanna
did
see
as a
him.
kid.
You want to see his face?
I want to see his face. I like to cook.
She
I
gonna say
like
FaceTime.
To, right.
So I was
I do
just
like
about to say FaceTime is. I mean, we live in the
She
future.
don't need human interaction.
Who, me? I don't need human interaction.
she need a
I get plenty of
puppy.
human interaction.
Yeah. I guess just in the sense of like maybe just being with somebody. Yeah, everybody
just-
live differently, so you
It could be because I've just never been with somebody that I just had to be with all the time. Like, I'm good with, like, I just got out of a relationship and I was completely fine with him just doing his thing and me doing my thing. And, like,
Why the relationship in?
because he was a.
Because he had enough time to do his thing and you was doing your thing.
No.
What, like,
No.
there's no.
No,
Oh,
no.
okay.
He's a comedian and comedians are whores. They're known.
Anybody
So-
that don't live with somebody and spend
We
their
were
days doing
we were
whatever they
we were
want to.
literally just in a relationship for like all of 3 months, and it had to end because I was just like, nah. First of all, because the trust wasn't there. If I trust you, I can trust you to do whatever it is that you want to do, and you're not going to disrespect me. And I want the same in return. If I'm having a relationship with you, you are the only person I'm having a relationship, and I expect the same of you. But if you go out and every time I turn around, you talking to this person, you like, if I can't trust you and I'm in the room with you, then I don't need to be with you, period. That's just my opinion on it.
So was it just conversation or was it like obvious flirting?
No, it was obviously flirting and f***ing. So I had to remove myself from the situation because I love me more than I would ever love any other man.
As you should.
Any response to that punk? Or are we moving on? All right. Yeah. Just got it done right there, boy.
You said what?
I got him stunned.
I have him stunned. How do I have him stunned?
He's a loss for words.
You a curveball.
He's never at a loss for words.
Curveball.
He probably has a lot of thoughts. He's probably thinking like, y'all broke up because you weren't spending a lot of time with him. I was seeing this dude like almost every single day. It wasn't like I was like with him, like on top of him every single day. He lived right up the street from my house. I mean, not from my house, from my job. We would go to lunch and we would spend a lot of time together. But for me, it doesn't matter if you're spending 100% of your time together or none of your time together.
It's different in what
If you are gonna be a dog, you're gonna be a dog, regardless of if I'm there or not.
This is true.
Period.
People make decisions every day, so that's true.
Yep.
All right. Next question here. I'm gonna go to Jessica on this one. She coming in hot.
Oh, sorry. I'm just very opinionated.
We love it.
We on the podcast.
I don't know if you love it. I don't know if you love it. He's over here. I think
Absolutely.
his
Do
face
your
is
shit.
kind of red.
Come
He's
on.
like, no, you're gonna get ate up in these comments.
Come on.
Do your
Jessica Lenai,
What's up, boo?
are older men damaging younger women in the dating scene?
I think it depends on what age these older men are trying to talk to these young ladies. Because if it's like when I was a teenager, when I was 15, this 45-year-old man tried to holler at me, and like it kind of scarred me for life. Like from men, like I was just like, no matter what age they are, they're not all of them, but no matter what age, they're gonna be kind of creepy. There are some men out there. Actually, there's a good chunk of men out there that aren't creepy at all, who know how to respect women and know how to treat them right. But I honestly feel like if you are a 45-year-old man and you're talking to anybody that's under the age of, I think under the age of like a 10-year age gap, I think that's kind of creepy. But I don't know. There could be somebody who genuinely falls in love with a young woman, regardless of like her age or whatever. Maybe he falls in love with her spirit and like treats her well and all that stuff. But I don't know.
If he 45 and she 15, he ain't falling in love with no.
No. I'm talking about an adult. At that point, oh, child, no. That's a creep. That's a creep.
I
That's a creep. Regardless.
Sometimes I don't know if older men damage younger women, but I feel like older guys that date younger because the woman is more impressionable than an older woman has had experiences with guys. Mm-hmm. That's my thought. Because it's easier to, I don't want to say it's going to sound bad, but it's easier to train them up than to break old habits. Mm-hmm. So that's why I feel like some older guys may tend to date younger women.
But are they damaging them?
I think it depends on what it is. Like, I mean, that young lady that R. Kelly was with, he definitely damaged her. I think it depends on the situation. Is it a pedophile sort of situation like that, or
we're not talking about pedophiles? We just talking about
they
maybe if a 40-year-old dating like an 18, 19-year-old.
No,
20-year-old.
Well,
we'll say 25,
like
45
like
and 25.
Okay, all right.
Hold on, let's get an age.
Yeah,
let's get an age range
do.
here. From my perspective, when I saw the clip or whatever, it was just like men probably anywhere between 30 to 45, 30, let's say 30 to 50, dating 18, 19, 20, 21.
Those are barely legal children.
Yeah, that's weird. I thought they were saying like mid-20s type shit.
No, they were saying like younger.
That's kind of creepy. It's like it reminds me, like, did you see that documentary? It's a docuseries about the Playboy franchise.
Hugh Hefner?
Yeah.
No, I didn't see it.
So basically, that's what it feels like to me. It feels like grooming. Although it's technically legal, it feels like it is grooming. Because, like, there's a lot of young women out there, they don't really start to live their life until they're 18 or 19 when they leave for college or whatever, or maybe they move out on their own. And I feel like that is... As somebody who actually went through a situation like that, I feel like it definitely is grooming, and I feel like it is creepy, and I feel like it is damaging because for the longest time, I didn't trust anybody who was like way older than me that was trying to holler. It's like, no.
All right,
so you never dated an older guy?
No, I did.
You dated old. So what made you date an older guy?
Well, I was living in Los Angeles. I lived off and on in Hollywood for 10 years. And I was in Los Angeles, and I didn't really know anybody. I met this guy. He was cool, and he took me out on dates. He would take me like all over Beverly Hills, Hollywood, and stuff like that. And I got to a point where I was just kind of like, why is this older man interested in me? At the time, I just turned 21, and then
How old was he? Come on, give it to us.
He was 55.
This what we talking about.
I knew it from jump, but like I said, I didn't know anybody. I was in Hollywood by myself, and here's this person. They want to show me things. They want to take me out. They want to do all this stuff.
So you was liking the benefits of the older nigga that was able to take you to do things.
Right. I was in that world, but I started to think about, why am I in this world? If I would have been an older woman, would I have been in that world?
That's what you got to think of. Why are you in that world?
That's
because
what I thought.
It's not just on dude. Nobody forcing these women to date them. Like, they have to be seeking older men also. So
You
it's
thought I sought that older man out.
you didn't reject them.
I
So
didn't
maybe
seek him out.
maybe he made an advance, which is what guys got to do because women don't do it. So he made an advance, and you
Women don't
and-
make an advance.
Okay, you trying
Rarely.
to change this topic?
But-
Nah, stay on topic.
right.
He
Stay on
did.
topic.
He made. I said that, but we'll talk about that after the fact.
Okay.
He made an advance. You had to reciprocate. If you would have said no, the relationship wouldn't have happened, right?
Have you ever been in an environment where you don't know anyone?
Yes.
Okay, well, I mean that was the situation, and it just like
But you
parlayed
coulda
into
met-
something
You
else.
could have met somebody else.
How? All I did was go to work and go to school and go home.
You met him,
I met him at my job.
so I'm sure thousands of other people walked through your job.
Right, but I didn't flirt with everybody, and I didn't
But
flirt
you-
with him. He flirted with me. We exchanged information because I told him what I was trying to do and what I was out there in LA for. And it started out as like a certain situation, and it turned into something else. But I think that I piqued his interest because I was younger, naive at the time, and
So it started kind of business, and then turned
no
into
more
something.
like a mentor sort of thing.
Yeah, that's business.
You think that's business?
Yeah, in my opinion.
Okay.
And then
Check.
a relationship grew, and it turned into something else.
Yes, it did. But then when it turned into something else, I literally had to sit back and was just like, why is this guy doing this?
But why are you looking at it? Why are you looking at it like that?
I looked at it like that because I was like, here's this guy who's been in Hollywood like for what, 30 plus years. And here I am like this, naive 21-year-old from Chicago. I really don't know much. The only thing that I ever used to do, like I was a huge nerd. The only thing I used to do was just go to work, go to school and go home. And I did the same thing when I was in Los Angeles. And I don't know. At first I honestly thought that like what I was doing was just going to be networking.
Okay.
And then it turned into
Business,
something else.
Right. So how did that relationship end?
I had to remove myself from that situation.
Because of the age difference or because something completely different?
I thought of the age difference. The number one thing that I thought, I was like, this man has lived his entire life and I've barely began to live. Like I'm just in Los Angeles. This is my first 6 months in Los Angeles. I was like, no, I need to live.
Did he care about you? Was it like a relationship? Was y'all in it? Y'all was in love or what?
It was like a 6-month thing.
Okay.
And I had to check it.
You still didn't answer my question. Were y'all
What?
in love or was
I
it
don't
a
think I was
relationship?
in
good
love.
at that already.
No, I don't think I was in love.
She's good at that already.
Okay, you wasn't in love. Was he?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. It
So
was
where
never
did the
discussed.
grooming come in? 'Cause
Right,
you said
that's
you
what we're
felt
trying
like
to
he
get
was
to.
grooming
That's
what
you.
I
Where
feel
did-
like
where
it
did the
was.
grooming?
Honestly, that's what I felt like it was.
What happened that felt like he was grooming you to be something?
That's what it felt like to me, and that's what I was looking at it
But
as.
you
So I
gotta
think,
give us
like,
examples.
I
You gotta
think-
give us examples. We
Nah,
ain't gonna
it
let
was
you cop
mental.
out. We ain't
That's-
gonna
that's
let you
what
cop
she was-
out.
copping
She just
out.
said that's what she was looking at it as. It was mental. It ain't have to be nothing he did. It was mental.
What it was
This
was
is what
when
it feels like
when
to
I
me.
come
So this
back
is what it is. Not that it's
when I came back to reflect on like what the relationship was. That's what it felt like. Like at the time, was I thinking like, oh, he's grooming me? No.
Why did it feel like that when you thought back on it? Did you look at something like he was doing this and he was trying to mold me to be this? Or was it just like, nah, he was 55. What he want with
Right.
me at
That's
21?
honestly
He
what I was
Was he just
thinking.
scored
Right.
you?
So
Was
it
he
was
just
mental.
scored you and we just got an age
I don't
difference, or was
think
he
that I don't
grooming
think-
you?
I don't
That's
think
what
that it
we're
was
trying to
a
get.
courting thing. I don't think that it was a courting thing. It felt.
So was there certain things that he asked of you or asked that you not do, or certain things that he made you do, or I'm talking, was there certain things that he made you do, made you wear? Was there certain aspects of like, was he trying to change like your thought process? Like, were there things that you just totally did not agree with that he was doing, or was it just a thing like, oh, it started out as a mentorship, y'all ended up, and then you felt like this could be my granddaddy, so you wanted to stop?
And the crazier thing is mentoring is kind of molding someone.
Yeah.
But
yeah, was I forced to do things? Yes. Was I forced to?
Okay, now
was
we're
I told
getting-
to think a specific way? Yes.
Okay.
Now
Now that sounds like grooming.
Well, that's she broke it down. She asked me those specific questions,
we were
but
trying to
that's
get
what
at
I'm
you.
saying. Like when at the time, was I thinking that? No, I didn't think that like I was in an abusive situation at the time. I thought that like hell, that's just one relationship that I had. Now it's in the past, back when I was like 20, 21 years old. But as like, I think like the first time I actually thought of it as a grooming situation, I was probably just about to turn 30. And I was coming back from Los Angeles to stay here in Chicago, like just period. And that's when I started to think like, okay, yeah, that was a weird situation. Because like the one thing that actually gave me pause at that time was I'm 20, 21 years old, and his oldest child was 15. And it just made me feel icky. So, but that's what made me say, no, I don't want to do this. And then, like I said, fast forward, that's when I started to think about the things that happened.
Okay. Do y'all want to keep with this one, or y'all want to go to the next one?
Yo, this dude hates me.
Go ahead,
This dude
We can go to the next topic.
let me go
I'm
lighthearted.
just thinking like the things you're saying, I feel like that can come from a man of any age. Like when you enter a relationship, it's ways that my wife think that I may try to tell her, baby, you probably shouldn't think like that, because one, I'm another perspective. Maybe I'm seeing something different that she not. So it's not like I'm trying to mold her or groom her into something, but it's good to have another perspective because you might be thinking wrong about situations. But
right, but
I digress.
what you're doing is you're suggesting something. You're not forcing it upon your partner.
Okay, he was forcing.
It yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, let's go to
That's
the next
that's
topic,
different.
please.
That's different. Alrighty.
I'm telling you, he hates me.
Always
don't.
fun. Never know what you're gonna get with a
I
new
just, when certain words get used to be
You
like,
talking
I
about
be
grooming
having
was
more
a
questions.
triggering word for you?
Forcing is triggering, because forcing is like you ain't got no choice, and like it's just a tough word. But let's hit the next topic.
it was by force.
Okay, she's
that's
saying
why,
she ain't have
that's
no
even
choice.
more reason
And
why I'm saying let's go to the next topic, because
like,
that
I
could
don't
be a
even-
touchy situation.
He was like, I don't want to get
discussion,
deep into it.
and I not at all.
Okay. We gonna get off the. I had another old guy topic, but we gonna get off
Why
that.
why don't you just ask it?
We gonna keep this one.
Just
nice.
ask it.
We gonna keep this one nice and quick, 'cause we got
Ask
other
it.
stuff to get into.
Like a million things.
Yeah, exactly. We already at 30 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah.
this has been deep.
40 years old and hasn't lived with a woman. Red flag. I'm gonna have Punk go first on this one. Go ahead, bro. Is that a red? You 40 years old, you ain't lived with a woman not once in your life.
Nah, it ain't a red flag. I want it to be, but it's not.
Why you want it to be?
Because what the hell you been doing that you ain't never lived with nobody that you was romantic with? But you know, whatever. It happens. People don't
Like
gotta
Jessica
live with
Lenai.
people these days, obviously. So some new shit going on.
Maybe he
out
just
here.
wanted to not live with somebody until he was married.
Maybe he don't want nobody in this house. You got to respect that.
Maybe he's a serial killer.
I was just thinking that.
There's a lot of things it could be, but
But don't most serial killers have like normal everyday lives?
Living by yourself is normal for people.
Oh yeah, it is. But like you got to think about like the Green River Killer? He had a whole son and wife and everything. Normal as was still out here raping and killing people.
What you think over there? Vee Chat.
No, I don't think it's a red flag. I don't think it's a red flag because maybe he's just never wanting to live with somebody. Maybe he just never found the one he thought maybe he could live with.
that is very possible.
You know, so or maybe he just had it could be a lot of things. But I don't think it's a red flag. Everybody make choices every day, and then you have to make the one that's best for you. So
Honestly.
no red flags. A little weird, maybe, but no red flags.
You think it's
No
weird?
red flag.
Like 40?
40 piece.
And never
A
really
40
wanted it?
piece.
I don't know. Maybe because I'm close to it. I still think
Me
40 is
too.
kind of young. So I don't know.
We all young.
We are
Hey,
young at heart.
Hey, a 40 piece, you ain't live with nobody. Like, I don't know. Like, have you really been in a relationship? Do you really know your partner if you haven't lived with them?
I don't.
Maybe
think
he's
you
a
do.
serial dater. Maybe he's never been in a long-term relationship.
Wait,
What?
say this again.
I don't think you really know somebody until you live with them.
Go ahead, Punk. Eat ass. Go ahead.
You don't want to live with nobody.
Nope.
How will you ever get to know your partner?
I'm not saying I won't do it. I just said I don't right now at this point don't want to be married and I don't want to.
You don't want
If you're dating, how do you really get to know the person if you're saying like you never want to you know someone best once after you start to live with them, but you're saying that you never want to live with somebody or you never want to get married.
But I'm not
So
counting it out for like the rest of my life. I'm not saying like, oh, I would never do that. I just don't want that right now. Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna meet somebody next year and I'm like, oh, I need to be up under this. I need to be up under this armpit. I need to smell it. Love them. I don't know, but like. I just know me personally, I know that you really, honestly, truly don't know somebody until you live with them. I've had like way too many like outside experiences with people who have like, they marry somebody and then they live with that person and they're just like, yo, this is insane. Like,
Better deal with his crazy.
Divorce goes like that, like really quick. I don't know. But it's different.
All right.
I personally don't even think I have a partner out there. Maybe he died in childbirth or something. I don't know.
or maybe he's not born yet at all.
Let me tell you something. Do not wish that evil upon me.
Maybe he hasn't been born yet. I don't
Do
know.
not wish that evil upon me. That is no. I refuse. Absolutely. I'm not gonna be
By
a
the
cool.
time she can do something with that man, she gonna be 70.
Like
what are y'all
halfway in
talking
the
about?
ground.
Next topic, Deuce.
That just hurt my heart.
That's wild.
You said he died at childbirth. I was giving you hope.
Yo, it's wild as. Maybe
Never
he
mind.
died at child.
Maybe.
Whoa,
Maybe.
Whoa.
Maybe he got some.
Maybe.
Who knows?
We'll never get
Next-
no monetization money on this
Next
damn
topic.
YouTube.
I keep saying that. Yeah, you let them keep going.
So you know what my cousin told me
Go
when
ahead,
I was a
let's go.
teenager.
We here for it. Let's go.
When I was a teenager, he was like, Jessica, I'm just gonna let you know. I hope you, because spitting is so unladylike. So there you go, lady.
All right, next topic. Next topic. Let me turn my camera back on. Y'all wild.
I keep telling you next
thought she
topic.
was really finna say
You ain't listening, bro.
Did I not say
No,
anything?
you did, but I thought it was about something else. I wasn't expecting you to say that.
All she said was she's a lady. That's all.
I'm a lady.
Curveball.
Next topic, dude.
I'm a lady.
Curveball.
Deep down in the throat.
Sponsored to you by Trojan Condom. No, one day.
Lambskin.
Hey.
Next topic, dude.
Punk in the middle sweating bullets.
Next
He's sweating
topic,
bullets.
bro.
I think he likes me now. I think he likes
Topic.
me now. He hasn't picked a
Next.
fight with me in like 5 minutes.
Topic.
Punk
Dude.
likes everybody. He's
I
just,
do.
Honestly,
Punk is a nice
I'm
guy.
feeling
He's a
this.
really nice guy.
I blame it on the wine though.
Okay.
Not
our
she's,
energy.
she's a lightweight.
We ain't.
Yeah, one
No,
glass.
the wine is great though.
I was actually gonna bring a bottle of Deuce. I was like,
You should have. Hey.
I should next time.
Hey,
If
don't
you guys will
never.
have me next time.
We'll have
Don't
you.
never not bring a
We
bottle
will
of
have you
Douce,
back.
please.
The-
That's always a great
Just
idea.
what did you say?
That's always
Let
a
me
great
put my
idea.
Deuce
God damn it.
Nah, I'm kidding. I don't give it.
we know. That's why you will be back.
And that, that's why you are here. Anyways, I don't even want to get into the quarterback thing.
What was it?
I forgot that topic.
Good. We forgot it anyway.
Sorry.
We here. I will sign the divorce papers when I'm ready. Toxic or justified?
It was a woman saying that.
Yep.
Oh,
You know. I sent it to you.
toxic. That's toxic.
Did they both agree on the divorce, or did he just file papers and?
No, the
she's wanting
divorce
to-
the divorce is agreed upon from what it seems, but she's like, "Nah, I've been through too much. I'm gonna sign them when I want to."
That's toxic. Because if y'all agree on the divorce and y'all both know y'all don't want to be together, you're not working towards making it work. Why not just sign the papers and be done with it? Like, why keep putting yourself through more bullshit
Right.
versus just signing the papers and being done with the situation, so you can
Make
start
that
to
man
heal and
miserable.
move on and heal. Like
What you say in the middle there?
Make that man miserable.
they both
What?
miserable.
What?
Yeah.
They both
really are.
miserable.
What does anybody
depends.
get from that?
It depends. You got people getting alimony and child support during that process, and they feel like dragging it out. Gonna get as much as they can. At some point, the alimony stop.
The alimony don't stop until you get remarried, right?
Yeah.
No, that's not true.
Oh.
Does it depend on the state?
It depends on the state, how much money both of y'all make. It's a bunch of different factors.
I personally think that like this is somebody who clearly does not want to get divorced and is trying to stick around as long as possible, maybe trying to like parlay that into like a new relationship, but
Or maybe he'll change his mind.
and maybe he'll change his mind, but my mother told me a long time ago, don't ever let somebody tell you they don't want you more than once. So I mean, I think divorce is the most ultimate way to tell I don't want you. That's the ultimate. Bye-bye.
God damn it. Toxic? Is that toxic? Punk?
Mad toxic.
It's toxic. If you want a divorce, just sign the papers. Like, sign the papers.
Just for a little contrast here. Everything we done been through, we've been in this rocking 15, 20 years. And you think you just gonna scrape me off? You just gonna write up some papers and you think you done with me?
Yes.
Nah, you thought that. That's what you thought. Ain't happening. I'm here, baby. I'm here. I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna take my time.
You gotta go.
I'm gonna take my time. We're gonna
You
do this
gotta
one.
go.
No, because we've been through too much. You might just be in your feelings. You just might be in your head. We can smooth this. Oh, it ain't that serious. All
I
right.
thought you was a serial killer. That's that thing right there.
You gonna try to divorce a serial killer?
Hell the yes.
It ain't a smart move.
Good luck.
Ain't no move. You better play nice.
I mean, well,
you better
when
play
we discovered
nice.
that he's a serial killer, he in jail. He's normally in prison by then.
You better.
He ain't getting out.
Wishful
Gonna
thinking.
take that long nap.
All right, are we done with this one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, ain't nobody gonna debate me on my book. I got too creepy. I got too weird.
Skosh.
Hey, we gonna get a little weird on here sometimes. It's okay.
We
All
just-
right.
Back to the old people.
No. Let me play this. I want y'all to react to this little clip. Here we go. Already. I love it. Jessica Lenai, you on TikTok?
Yes, I am.
Follow us on TikTok.
For sure.
I'll send you clips.
For sure. You gonna tag me and then I'm gonna see all the hate in the comments?
No, I ain't gonna. No, I don't tag people,
My
but
people.
I'm gonna send you clips of like the podcast topics. That's what I was referring to.
Okay, for sure.
Not
So-
the ones when they going crazy on you. You gonna have to find.
No,
them.
you gotta go there. You gotta go searching for that yourself. We don't.
Well, when they go in on people on the podcast,
Yeah,
go in on
I
everybody.
don't need to send that to you.
But you
If you
definitely
wanna,
know they're gonna go in on me.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, they going in. On
Yeah.
you.
Cause I don't want to be married or live with somebody. She gonna have a cat.
Yep, there you go.
They gonna call you cat lady.
I mean, I'm allergic to him, so.
That's sad. Plant lady.
Plan lady.
Now I got plenty of them, but I
See?
keep killing them. I killed a cactus.
Stay away.
And the
fellas.
snake plant.
Stay away, fellas.
All right.
No, you can
I'ma
come.
have
I got
y'all
good. It's okay.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have y'all react to this video here.
Oh, was that vulgar?
Nope.
I
Yo,
do.
I don't.
What you say? I ain't hear you.
I said I got good.
Whatsoever, it's a privilege. You're privileged enough to be able to stay home because you have someone that provides a life for you that allows you to do so. Do you know how many single mothers out there actually have jobs and have to come home and then do your job? And before the group of women jump on here and say, we have the hardest job in the world. No, you don't. Not even a little bit. I was laid off of work for 4 months and I had to stay home, and it's the easiest shit I've ever done in my life. In fact, I got bored. I can do all the daily responsibilities that come with taking care of a house in no time. And then other than that, all you have to do is watch your kid, who when they get to a certain age, they pretty much watch themselves. Especially if your kid is in school. You're not a stay-at-home mom. You're just a stay-at-home. And then if you and your husband flip roles and you have to get a job and you have to provide for the family and he stays at home, he's a lazy piece of. But if a woman does it, it's the hardest job in the world. Make that make sense to me. And I'm not knocking stay-at-home mothers. I have respect for them, and I honestly think the world needs more of them because it's good for the kid. And coming from experience, I didn't have a mother growing up, so I know how important that is to a child. You just can't give me it's a full-time job. You can't take a nap at a full-time job. You can't watch TV at a full-time job. You have someone watching your every move at a full-time job, demanding that you do what they say. And it's funny that all this backlash and these comments are coming because I made a video that said a man shouldn't have to beg his wife to sleep with him. Let's look at the stress
Sound like
on
Punk.
a stay-at-home
I
mom.
was thinking that.
Do you have to worry about providing a home for your family? What about food?
Okay, we get where you're going. React.
Sounds angry.
He heard a little bit, but
What was he on January 6th?
let me lead with the question here. Being a stay-at-home mom is not a job; it's a privilege. Is this facts or cap? Jessica Lenai, come on, give it to me.
That's on me?
Yeah, it's on you. It's quiet, so it's on you. God damn it.
Part of me kind of feels like it's both. Like if you're privileged enough to have a partner, or if you have a partner who makes enough money, then you're privileged enough to stay at home. I think that's cool. But then also, I do think that it's a job. Like a mom is doing basically what a nanny would do, right? So
No, a mom is doing what a mom would do. You're a mom. Like
no,
nannies
a mom would
came
do
from
what
people not wanting to do what moms
I'm comparing
do.
it to an actual job. A nanny would actually they would wake the kids up, get the kids dressed, take the kids to school, make meals, do all that stuff. I'm saying that because my best friend is a nanny and she makes about like $60K. So like
I'm not knocking nannies. I'm just saying nannies essentially do what the mom.
right.
When you
Right,
have-
but
you
even
have-
having a nanny is a privilege right there. So, I mean, I personally feel like if you are doing that work, it is technically considered a job because, I mean, personally, I just know me. It's not like I would be able to take care of a child. Like, I don't know, maybe if it was my child, it'd be different. But
Taking care of your kids.
no,
being a
like
mother.
doing that stuff round the clock.
Being a dad. It's a job.
But, I mean, I feel the same way about men who stay home and take care of their kids. I don't...
Punk, what you think? Is being a stay-at-home mom a job or a privilege?
I think it's work. Like, it is a lot of work. But it's definitely a privilege. But is it work and a job? Yeah. But not in the sense of, like,
So it's both.
a nanny. Like, I wouldn't look at, like, you had this kid. You didn't have to. So to feel like this kid is a job, what?
Now that I don't agree that the kid is a job.
Yeah,
I don't think that.
We didn't say the kid, but
Yeah,
But the responsibilities that come with the kid is a job.
it can be.
So the responsibilities that come with your everyday living is a job. Because you cook for yourself, you clean for yourself, you do all the, like, so that's a job?
I don't think being a parent is a job at all. But I'm just like I just know me like comparing it to what an actual nanny would do.
That's my problem. If being a
comparing it to
parent
being a nanny?
isn't a job, why are we comparing it to a nanny when you're saying the nanny is doing all the stuff that the parent would do? That's
So-
all the stuff you do for yourself on
So
a
do
daily
you think
basis.
that we shouldn't pay the nanny?
Me personally, my wife be irritated about this. If we had enough money to have a nanny, I wouldn't want one. Why am I paying somebody to clean my house, to cook, to do that I've been doing for myself for 30 years? Like, why am I paying somebody to do this? It's called responsibilities. We always looking for an out on our responsibilities. Some people live busy lives and need it. I get it. Or they don't have, the other person for help. I get it. But I'm never gonna act like parenting is like you chose to take on this responsibility and it's what you do for yourself on a daily basis. What's the big deal with feeding another person when you already got to feed yourself anyway?
I mean, I don't think it's a big deal. I really don't. I was just thinking the question. I was just like, well, I mean, if I had a job that I could not, well, actually no, minus that. If I had a husband that I could actually like, we can live off of one income, I would look at what I was doing as like important. I wouldn't look at it as a job.
It is very important.
I wouldn't look at it as a job in that way. But I start to think about, I was like, well, a mom pretty much would do what a nanny would do, so therefore you can kind of call it a job. But I don't know. I don't know.
Now you think it's a privilege.
A privilege to have a nanny?
No, to be a stay-at-home mom. From
No.
how you just explained it, this
Well,
sounds like a privilege.
if I had a partner,
If your
that we can live off
partner
of
making
one
the
income.
bag and he say, all I want you to do is stay at home, take care of our kids, and be happy, and take care of the house, is that a job or is that a privilege?
I would think it was a privilege to be able to like stay at home and somebody is taking care of you and your children and your household and all that stuff. Yeah, I think it was a privilege. But I didn't grow up in one of those households.
Nah, not many people do. Vee Chat, you got anything for me?
Nah, they covered it.
No,
Here
what
she
you got
go.
to say?
Closed mouthed over there.
Is it privilege or not?
I think it is a privilege, but like you said, it still work too. But it's stuff that you would be doing regardless. So it's definitely more of a privilege than a job.
Yeah,
We all in agreement?
Yeah, I think we all in agreement. I ain't even gonna act like I disagree just for the sake of the show. I do that a lot for y'all. And I'm gonna get to a point where I'm battling Punk on bullshit, but I just gotta study. I'm gonna study up and we gonna cause some friction because I don't like all this agreeing. I don't like all this agreeing. I don't like that. Y'all gonna disagree up in hell.
Well, we had the disagreement earlier.
So yeah, y'all started off rocky. Y'all settling in now though. It's okay. It's all right. You never know what you're gonna get with a new guest. I always say that. All right. Oh, I kind of want to talk about this one. For real though, I kind of want to talk about this one. I'm gonna play something for y'all.
When TikTok targets you,
screwed on TikTok economically. He dropped 2 videos. Watch this.
I'm not going to be overly dramatic. I'm going to cut to the chase because I am not feeling well today. So I was going to give you more about what was going on yesterday. And I'm very emotional because I lost a friend last night. So here's why I'm frustrated. If I go into the creator marketplace and I put supporting white supremacy and I hit accept, it's okay. And it lets me have my asking rate at $500. White supremacy. But God forbid, let me put Black Lives Matter on there. Watch. It says it's a threat. Boom. Inappropriate content. Can't say that. I cannot say black people. This is my screen recording. And this is why I'm the off. We're tired. We're tired. Okay? Black success. Boom. Inappropriate content. Anything black related is inappropriate content. But black can't say it. Let's take that out of the equation. Supporting white success. The same adjectives I was using to describe us on this app, it's allowed. It's allowed. White voices accepted, $500. Pro-white accepted, $500. But let me say pro-black, a threat. And y'all thought I was gonna stop? Here's the next part. Yeah, I'm fed up. I'm tired. I am a meal. You can see it. Boom. Accepted. Fine. No issue. Let me delete it. I can say I'm not even gonna say the word out loud because it irks me. Anti, boom, right here. You see it. Accept it. God forbid I type this in. Let me get rid of that. Let me say, word of the day, I'm a black man. What you think it's gonna say? Threat. I'm done.
All right. All right, let me get in here before my camera overheat. All right, let me get in here real quick. So the question here: TikTok making anything black related a threat? And I'm just gonna speak here because I am the producer of the show, and I do deal with social media. I deal with all of this, and hey, man, I'm not surprised. You know, the game is the game, right? You know, if you the color of my skin, of any shade of it, you gonna get discriminated against. You know, I see it on my videos. I see it on our videos for the podcast. I'm used to it. It don't hurt. You know, we so fucking callous. It don't matter to us no more. Like, we still gonna grind and do what we gotta do and work through this society the way we gotta work through it. You know, I see black creators' videos taken down for cussing and swearing, but for other people that have the same content and the same words in their videos live, and they get to get millions of views, and they get to build their following with, you know, not as much friction as, you know, black creators meet. You know what I'm saying? So I'ma just open it up to my host here. I just want an opinion from whoever want to talk about it. Anybody want to lead?
It's just sad. That's all I got to say about it. It's not surprising. So, yeah, it is what it is.
True.
It's just somebody exposing the struggle that black people still have to deal with in any platform. New being created still got to deal with the same issues. So, it is what it is.
Vee Chat.
Other than it's up, like it's the way of the world. Ain't no change, ain't shit changing. It's just history just repeating itself. It is what it is. It is what it is.
Yet we still prosper.
Facts.
Jessica Lenai.
I agree with what they said. I feel like when black people find a way to make money outside of, like, I guess your normal ways of making money, or even like reaching the masses outside of your normal ways of reaching the masses, or finding success in any type of way, the finish line gets pushed further and further and further away.
For them.
Exactly. But then, like, we've even seen it on TikTok where, like, a white content creator can literally steal a black content creator's
idea, song, lyrics,
and will blow up. Like that, this Charlie girl, or what was, I can't think of like what that dance was. This young black girl came up with, but the NBA invited Charlie and her friends or whatever to perform it at the All-Star game in Chicago some years ago. It was like, I don't understand how, like, it can be so blatant, and like the information is right there. It takes less than 1 second to use Google to find out, like, what is the source, what is the originator of something. Yet they never do that, and they always you know, they praise white creators for doing what we do, and they're less talented at what we do. It's like, I mean, they praise white creators for doing the bare minimum. Meanwhile, we are supposed to be above. We're supposed to do above and beyond. Extraordinary. Yeah, that's it.
And another thing that they like to do is they like to devalue black art. You know, we are the culture. Anything that's cool, that's in, it comes through us.
100%.
You get what I'm saying? So they like to devalue art because that is one of our greatest strengths. We are like one of the most creative people on this world, you know, and they like to devalue it when we come up with like platforms like this where we're talking about our cultural issues or just being us. You know, they like to label us shock jocks, so they don't have to pay us as much money as when you do make it. Like they like to throw labels on us. They like to stereotype us, and it gets very tiring. But as you can hear from the panel, be used to it. You know, we ain't gonna cry about it. You know, we just gonna keep chucking it, keep working, and keep grinding. You know, but TikTok, you got to do better. You just type the word black in, and you know it's a threat. You know, here's my thing. Like our content. Like I know everybody thinks like, yeah, we're doing great, or you know, other people are lucky or whatever. Like no, our content is great. And when somebody over at TikTok presses the button, like, okay, let's let the masses see this, we get a huge response, you know. But I see, you know, different platforms just getting a bigger push. You know, I just see that button being pushed for them a lot more often than like, you know, black creators, you know. But we're gonna move on from that one. Hey, Punk, did you want to get into your BMF stuff?
My boy.
Come on, we gotta get some character names or
boy.
something. Like we can't
The
just
daddy.
be out here. Nah, see, we can't just be out here saying the daddy, man.
Yeah, the daddy. I gotta find a little picture. Yeah. So it's a caption. I don't know if y'all watched yet, but end of the show, Terry and I'm finna dip. He pulls out a wad of money.
Hold on. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. BMF spoiler alert. We've been on that lately.
He pull out a wad of money, you know. That's all I got saved. Y'all take it. Wife looking.
Hold on, the dad?
The daddy. The broke one that don't deserve no. Him, that guy. He pulls out a wad of money. Rubber band man night.
His name's Charles in the show. Charles and BMF. BMF. He pulls out he's always Charles.
The wife looking crazy like, what is this money from?
He got money and he ain't sick.
So, you know? So then the caption say, when your wife think y'all broke, but you been hiding money from her.
What you want to get into? What you want to say?
She gotta feel. And because it was just an issue that he was broke. You ain't want to give him no. He gotta earn his respect in his house and all. You running around telling his business. Whole time this man just being responsible, saving money and for bad times. And y'all called that man broke. Said he don't deserve no at 3 a.m. But if he would have pulled that night out then, he would have been good, right? Right. Chase the bag, fellas. They gonna come.
Chase the bag, not these.
That's what
They
you say.
gonna come.
Get money.
They gonna come.
Yo, that's actually my motto.
I believe you.
Get that money, baby.
Bitches get money.
I just thought it was interesting. Her face was just like
It was
Shocked from the money, or just her was just an initial shock that her kids were just leaving and she didn't know.
nah, it was the money. It was the fact that this gave them money and he hate the life that they in, and he pull out this wad of money and she been complaining about them not having money and him not patching up the little things on the house and all that. But right, he grinding. Now you see what he been doing.
Slanging.
Whatever. She ain't want to slung her way.
She was trying to give it up, but he wanted to talk about the credit card bill.
Because he trying to save money and she creating bills.
He picked a horrible time to bring that argument up, though. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I am not gonna stunt, bro. Seal the deal,
that bill
bro.
across her face after she got done.
Right.
He should
That would
have.
have been better.
He should have.
That would have been
Took
better.
the then slapped that the bill.
He a man of principles, and I understand.
Do I need to watch this show?
You
Yeah.
definitely
BMF
do.
is good, yeah.
I don't watch
BMF.
So
That's okay.
What do you do? You don't want to live with nobody. You don't like cats.
She got
Like watch TV.
What
do you do?
What's your hobby?
You your plants, huh?
She got good.
First off,
Her words, not mine.
I do. We never got into like anything that I actually do. And I'm a comedy show producer in Chicago. I'm also
Shout out.
That's how she know comedians.
I started out as a cocktail waitress, and I was the only black cocktail waitress in the vicinity. And instead of like sitting there and sleeping with the comedians, I sat back and I learned. But yeah,
So do you do stand up now?
no, I don't. I produce shows.
Okay. All right.
I'm in the middle of producing a show right now. I'm also in the middle of writing the script. I also do.
You got the name? Shout it out. What?
Of the show?
This free promo while
The
it's
show
free.
isn't
Get
put
it while
together
it's
yet.
free. Okay.
The
All
show
right.
isn't put together yet. We're still in like the discovery phase.
The next
of
one
everything.
gonna cost you. God. All right. Cool. Cool.
But I do burlesque. Yeah. But my daytime job, I'm an accountant. I grind.
Yeah, grind. All right. Where we at? Oh yeah, we at an hour. We at an hour. Any final thoughts? Pump.
No, sir.
Vee Chat.
I'm good.
All right, Jessica Lenai. You just shout out with everything you do. Anything else you want to say before you go?
I love y'all.
Hey.
I want to do this again.
Match made in heaven. Follow the YouTube. Follow the Instagram. It's struggling.
No.
Follow the TikTok.
Yes, you're right.
Follow the Facebook. Follow it all.
Oh my gosh.
Shout out to all our followers on everything too. We appreciate y'all. Real shit.
Definitely appreciate the follows. Appreciate the people that comment. Hold on, let me shout out one more commenter because he comment on everything. I don't know who the hell he is,
Number
but
one
he
fan.
be commenting. Yeah, he got the heat for y'all too. With the Instagram is I'm gonna say on trail, Chinto underscore Nashoba underscore. Whoever the hell you is, you be commenting all the time. We appreciate you.
He African?
She might be. Hey, we global. Let me bring up the
If you
numbers for
African,
you.
holla.
You got a thing for Africans? What's
African
up?
and Jamaican, baby.
All right. She is
You don't wanna
single.
live with
Apparently,
nobody.
she's single. You say what?
Now I'm single. It won't last for long now.
Okay. I did wanna what I wanted to do? Our locations. I did want to shout out. Okay, we got people listening to the streaming. What we got? We got Germany. Who listening in Germany? I don't know who the hell y'all are, but shout out to y'all.
Man, we appreciate it.
India. We got listeners in India. I don't know who y'all are, but I don't know if it's maybe people in the military, they over there listening. I don't know. Israel, Indonesia, United Kingdom, Netherlands, Asia. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody that's listening. Support. Keep messing with us. We're gonna keep entertaining you every week. We don't take no weeks off. We committed. Episode 68. We committed. So show us love. You know what I'm saying? Show us love. Follow. Buy a t-shirt or something. The link is in the bio. Spend some money. We done? All right. Peace out.